Dave Usher here, art at 87 plus. Welcome back again. We're going to kind of preview some of the things that we have done in the past. This is one of the pictures I started. Remember the tree wasn't here, and a few other things weren't here, and this wasn't here, but most of this down here was here. So I finished the painting, so I just wanted to bring you up to date on this one here. I think it was part one and part two, maybe. Well, anyway, we're going to do another tutorial. I'm going to start with the sky. I'm going to take this off, and we're going to just put that aside right now. By the way, I'm so glad that you came back to be with us. And those that are new here, you can subscribe to my channel, and it's just go below there and subscribe. It would help my channel very much, and I appreciate that. Today is June the 22nd, I believe, 2026, and we have some hot days out there. Hope you have a good day today. Anyway, let's get on with our lesson today. You notice I put my tape across here. I always do that. And I got my bottle of water in my hand. And I have some three colors here, light blue, white, and darker blue. And I'm going to use, start with a bigger brush now. It's about a 3-inch brush, and a regular brush you can get anywhere. And keep it in your in your collection of all the different kinds of brushes. I have loads of little brushes, big brushes. Okay, let's get on with our lesson. And this is Dave here, and let's get on with it today. If you want to look at some of my pictures, I have a lot of 11 by 14 canvas paintings. I have a tremendous buy on a lot of them, 50% off this month. So I'm trying to restock, and hopefully we will sell some. But you can check my link out there, David Usher Artist.com, and you can check it out. I appreciate you coming and be with us today. I feel like I have a family now. It's my subscribers. That's another thing. If you like to subscribe to my channel, please do so, and it would help me tremendously. And leave your comments at the bottom of the reviews, and you can talk, tell us how you like the paintings and what you would like to see in the future. We're going to do a little knife painting today also. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with, I'm going to use this big brush and try to get it started. We're going to try to make a nice light sky today, because we're going to have some darker things that's going to happen here. And we're just going to go ahead and start with our lesson today. I'm just laying it out, getting it started, and hopefully it will turn out okay. Skies, I love to do skies, as you can tell, that I do a lot of my paintings using the skies. And using this. This is by the way, I'm just kind of babbling today. Just want to try to touch all bases today. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go ahead and use a little bit more water. We've got some things coming in there. I don't know why it's doing all that dinging over there. But anyway, let's get it started. And if I have to stop the camera for any reason, I'll let you know that I'm stepping away for answering some calls. I try to put all my calls on standby, do not disturb and all that. Maybe that's what's happening over there. But here we go. We're gonna lay it out. Nice. And down in this area down here, we're going to go ahead and continue down here. Let's get a little bit of water here, and get it going. And it's doing pretty good. Notice I got the tape on there. Well, you'll see in a little while why I have the tape. And don't know what that dinging is. Must be coming in on some other channels. Might be my tablet over there making a noise. And let's get a little bit more blue here. And we're going to take our end of our brush, and I'm going to come across here with a little darker blue. And going to come on over, make sure you get the sides good. And a little bit more blue. Just bring it on over, like so. I like this big brush because I can cover a lot of territory with this brush here. And I'm going to bring it on down a little bit more. And I'm going to lighten it up with some white and kind of let that thing flow into our shoreline. And make sure you keep your canvas dry. Like I said, this is a 12 by 24 canvas. It's a little longer than I usually use, but I have requested, people ask me about different sizes and so on. So let's lighten it up just a little bit of white down in here. Kind of lighten it up. We're going to have a nice, use some of that lighter blue. Let it come on down. And let's see as we come in here. Let's get a little bit more of that darker blue. And let it just come on down. Somebody said, hey, Mr. Usher's got a squeaky chair. Yes, I do. I sit down a lot and do my art. Sometimes I stand up, but when I get my larger easel. But we'll use what we got right now. A little bit more white. That's good enough right now. We'll do some more as we go along here. Okay, a little bit more white in here. And I come across. All right, let's just leave it like it is, just like that. Okay, now we're going to put that aside just for a moment, and we're going to start using our black and white, which I'm making a mixture of that color. I'm going to use this knife right here. I'm going to start with some mountains back here. And let's get the black and white and see what we got. It's dried pretty good. And I'm just going to come down. We'll make it larger. Just let it slide on down. And come on around with it. Come on down. Come on down this way. I haven't done any of the knife painting for a while, so this is a practice time for me, I guess. And let's get another one over here. Let it get a little darker over here in this area. Just make sure you don't come down below that line. And you kind of turn your blade on the side, and you can get some formations here. And come on down. And if you're right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't make any difference. You can just do it as you can see it. And let's lighten it up just a little bit. I'll do some shadowing here in a minute. Going down. And the background now. We're going to a little bit of white. That's in your background. And another one over here. And let's make it a point. Come on down. Put your point up here. Mountains always have different style, different well, a little bit of white here. Going down. And I'm going to get another large one over here. Don't worry about this here. You can always come back and take care of that. It's all in your what you want to do with it. Remember, they get lighter, and you got a lot of snow and stuff like that. Let's get a little black over here, and I'm going to use a brush in a little bit. Go bring it down. It may look just a little different than what you would think it should look. Still rolling up there. As that drops a little bit, just a little bit, you can start using that your knife and doing a little shaping. You come over here. Okay, and let's come over here a little bit. Come down in here. And as it dries, you can use your brush and give your finished touch on it. Meantime, you try to keep it going. Now, over on the other side, we're just gonna do just a This takes a little bit more longer to do, but sometimes you can really get the features and get it going real good. And see what you end up with. All right, let's let that dry just a few minutes. Now I'm going to go on with my brush here. Let's see. Let's use this flat brush here. And here's your camera. You just kind of touch it and let it. Come around the side. Then take your darker black. Come inside like so. I'm using that flat brush, 1 inch flat brush here, right here, and that's down here. With that knife, you can lay the groundwork, get it going real good. And just say, and just come in here and let it just come on down. Use a little bit of white. A little bit of white. Use that white as much as you can for the snow and coming down off and then like I say, I always try to do as much as I can on a painting, and then I come back. No, not all mountains look the same, so you just do the best you can with what you have. Down on the bottom, where you try to just come down on this side just a little bit, just kind of spot it. Come on over. Just get a little bit more black in my palette here and see what we got. A little bit more black. And I'm going to change this brush just for a few minutes here. Okay, maybe just a minute here. And my black. Light that up in some places. right there. And let's get this brush right here. And we're going to come in some of the sharp rocks. Maybe over here. Let's get this a little bit over here and around the corner. A little bit more white. I just like to, but I don't use too much of that. Let's do a little here. I'm using a angle brush on this right now. I'm not going to get too, trying to get some shadows in there. Remember there's one mountains way far away. We're going to bring some more of that snow down in here. Kind of lighten it up a little. Alright. Just a little bit over here. Alright. Now let's get some. Alright. Bring it down a little bit, maybe lighten it up just a little bit here. All right, let's go ahead and take that tape off. I'll show you what I'm going to do. You see, my rocks disappeared. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in just a moment. We're going to come in here with some green and I'm going to get my light green and some of my darker green. Come down in here. This is going to be coming over the mountain ways, and I'm going to bring it down in there, and a little bit more darker. Try to get as much variation as you can and come around the corner. I'm using that little brush that I use a lot. It's broken in, by the way. I'm going to leave that right there like that. And I'm going to come on over this darker. A little bit of light. And keep it coming. I'm going to mix it just a little bit of black in there. Make it a little bit coming into the, and light it up a little. And come around the corner. Okay, bring it on over. And lighten it up, just darken up just a little bit over in this area. Lighten it up a little bit over here. See, I'm using this here. I have my darker greens and my lighter greens, and that way you could really make it look like the marsh in the area coming over here like this. Darker, a little black in here. And a little darker. Alright, I'm going to come over this side, and I'm going to come in here like this. And it's all what you see it as you come down, because I don't have anything I'm looking at. I'm just visualizing what I would see as I'm coming in down the mountain part. Then let's come on over here. I'm going to get rid of that rock. And over here, green, lighter green, around the corner, darker, and come in with green, a little bit more green. Lighter, come around the corner. And come on down here, lighter. See your green, your lighter green on your black. It makes it really stand out. Come around like that. All right, now I'm going to come in here. Come in here. All right. And let's get the lighter. All right. And let's get some lighter, a little bit of white, a little bit of green, because you want it to show that it's some is your marsh might have been dying. Depends on the weather and change of weather and so on. All right, let's get it over here a little bit. Let's get it up here like this. It's hiding those mountains just a little bit, and I'm going to lighten it up a little bit up here. Up here, and we're going to lighten it up a little. And a little bit of this up here. It's like the sun has to shine on it. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to bring it down that mountain, and let's see if I can't use this brush. It's a smaller brush. I'm going to bring it in like so. And bring it on over. I'm going to use a little bit of that light over here. Makes it look like you're kind of bring it in like this. And a little bit top of those trees, I guess. A little darker. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead with that blue again, and I'm going to go ahead with this little push brush over here, and we're going to come in here. Now don't worry about making that straight line. We'll make it straight line. You say, Mr. Usher, don't look very straight. Well, I tell you, it's all in the mind's eye. That's what they say. What does it tell you about doing art? A long time ago, I said, it's pleasurable. It's fantastic what you can create with a brush and paint. And I remember when you're doing this over here, we're going to bring it in there because that your water is churning up there, especially when you get over close to your shoreline. Let's see how many minutes we got so far. 33 minutes. It depends. It's amazing what you can do in a little while. If you just remember, let your, what is it, hands and your heart and your mind do art. So bring it on over. Don't be afraid of that. Yeah, coming in there. And a little bit more blue. We're going to put it in here like so. Going up in that jelly. I mean, we call it the inlet area. Just come on down. And let's get a little bit more white down in here. Okay, so, and then it's coming up in here. All right, it's coming, getting close to the shoreline. Let me know where you're watching from. I have people all over kind of checking in with me, which I enjoy. Drop a comment here and there. All right, a little bit of lighter blue over here. I'll bring that one over. We say, Mr. Usher, where's it going to stop? Where is it going to stop? Well, it's just on how you're using that brush. Where you, in your mind, where you're going to stop. I think I'm going to stop right in there. But let's go ahead. Wipe this. Get rid of this brush. Just clean it up a little bit, and we're going to get some brown and some darker brown. I think burnt brown, and this other brown. Wipe my brush off a little bit. Come on over, and I'm not finished over there with that. And let me go over. No, let's go ahead and use this one. We're going to use that burnt. This is nutmeg. Yeah, brown. That's a lighter brown, and the darker brown will be your burnt. That's your burnt brown. So let's go here and put that in there, and then we're going to come down in here. We're going to use this. That'll be just let your try to get it down as far as you can possibly go. Still using that little brush because I'm working in a smaller area. Well, let it run over there a little bit, right there. Okay, that's going to be a muddy area. Remember what I said about making it darker because in some areas, because when the water comes up here, it makes it wet looking. And where's my black? And you say, Mr. Usher, you talk to yourself a lot. Yes, I do. I'm going to make a couple hawks right in here. And maybe a rock right in there. Kind of. And now, wipe that brush off down in here. And put that away. Now I'm going to use my other. Now, here we go. Right now, bring it down. I'm just using Okay. And let's what I'm going to do is put that away right there. And let's see if I can't find my angle brush. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can't make some. Yeah. It's coming in there. All right. Okay, so far. All right, let's put this aside, and I'm going to go ahead and okay, yeah, it's doing some chopping down in there. Don't be afraid to use that. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is come over here. All right. Lighten it up a little bit. We're almost finished right now. You make those points and you keep it going. All right. All right. I think that's all we're going to do with that right now. Except for the sky. Let me touch just a couple things over here right now. I'll go over here. Lighten it up just a little bit. Okay. Now it's starting to kind of. It's just a matter of working with it to get what you want. It's just blending and more blending and more shadowing. And because when you do a rocky scene like this, it'll work you until you get what you want. And then you can put up your paintbrush and say, Mr. Usher, I think it's about time you call it a day. Well, maybe so. All right, just a little bit of lighten up a little. It's just a rocky place down in there. Kind of just. Bring a little bit of white on it. Kind of. I don't use the gray right now. And I'll come down here. All right. Come down here. All right. All right. And I'm going to hit a little bit more of that down in here. Small trees there. You can do what you want. Yeah, just kind of bring it around like that. Light it up. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do to that right now. I could use just a little bit more of blending over here. There's the trees. There we go. And let's get a little bit more darker on it. All right. Okay. Sometimes I just sit back and look at it again and think about it and say, well, maybe it needs this a little bit. Maybe it needs a little bit more green. Yeah, come on back and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And just to come by and see us. And, I'm going to bring it over here like that. That's some of your lighter trees. And they'll show up a lot better if you just darken them down and use your black. So, and then go over it with your green. that will show some of your, just kind of touch it a little bit, and you'll see your tree branches and all starting to pop up there. You don't have to do much to it. It just starts to appear, and so we're just gonna go over here just a little bit more. All right. Okay, folks. That's all I'm going to do to that picture today. What I want you to do, please come on by and talk to me through your comments. And let's turn this around here. Let's see if I can. You got a pretty good view of it. So, this is Dave again. We got about 58 minutes or so. So I hope you receive something from this painting today. Don't forget to check my link out. You'll see davidusherartist.com. Click on that and see what I have for sale. 50% off. And you don't have to worry about paying for the shipping or anything like that. You just tell me what you want, clock in, put it on your credit card, whichever way you want to pay for it. But come on back and visit me again. I appreciate it. Maybe the next time I'll show you a variety of my art. You can see it all around the room here. I have different kinds of paintings up on the wall. Maybe I can shift up just a little bit, and you can see some of those over there. But anyway, I have a supply of art. I do it every day, every other day maybe. But remember, let your hands, which I have a lot of paint on today, let your hands and your heart and your mind do your art, and you'll be okay. So I hope you found this interesting, and just come back and see me. Okay? God bless and have a good day.